Welcome back to another episode of The American Dream. I'm your host, Michelle Sadownick, and today we have a little twist of an adventure and we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. We're standing here in the heart of West Palm Beach, a vibrant hub of art and culture. Let's meet the sister duo who created Palm Beach e-bike rentals. Hi, Scotti. Thank you for joining us on The American Dream.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
How did you come up with the idea to launch Palm Beach e-bike rentals?
My sister and I grew up here. She moved up to Maine a few years ago. When I was visiting up for her, we went on an e-bike tour and it was beautiful. We loved it. But my sister's brain was already turning and she saw a business model. She's like, wow, they're getting this much money for doing this much work and getting e-bikes and going out, and she's like, this is such a great experience that she decided, I'm gonna do this. She got some bikes, she started renting them. It really just exploded up there. And she decided to really make a business out of it. And she started Acadia E-Bike Adventure. That's been operating now for 3 years. Last year, I lost my corporate job and she came to me and she's like, listen, we've got bikes. I could bring some bike down. She's like, we could order some bikes. So we really started this idea almost exactly a year ago. It was her idea to start and I'm so glad I joined.
I'm really excited to get on the bike.
Yes.
So show me the bikes and take me on a tour.
All right, let's do it.
All right,
okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is our first stop on the tour. This is one of the first, I love stopping here because it really allows me to show the difference of West Palm Beach versus Palm Beach. So, you know, we have West Palm Beach over here, and then we have the bridge, and then we have Palm Beach, which locals refer to as the island. You know, one of the things, I really go into the history on our tours. I love talking about Henry Flagler, really one of the original founders of Palm Beach. And, you know, when he came here in the late 1890s, he was seeking a place for his current wife, who was really on the last years of her life. She was looking for a place where she could breathe better, and they were up in New York. So what most people don't know about Henry Flagler is that he was the co-founder of Standard Oil.
Wow.
So with the co-founder of Standard Oil, he was one of the richest men in America. He had a very private life, so he wasn't one of the well-known ones. John D. Rockefeller, his other co-founder, everybody knew about him, but nobody really knew about Flagler. And Flagler was really the reason that Florida was developed in a way that it is today. He saw it as a destination, a place where people would want to come and travel. So he built the Royal Poinciana Hotel in 1894. That is no longer there. And then a few years later, he built what was called the Palm Beach Inn, which is now the Breakers. Now, the Royal Poinciana did not make it through, you know, the 1930s, the Depression, the hurricanes, it just didn't make it. But behind it, the Breakers still stands today. Not the original Palm Beach Inn. The reason it started as the Palm Beach Inn, and that was the original name of the hotel, and then the people would call and say, hey, I wanna stay looking at the ocean and I wanna stay at the Breakers, where the water would break into the rocks. So that's how it became the name of the Breakers. It burnt down 3 times.
Oh my God.
Was rebuilt, more beautiful each and every time, and that's actually how the Breakers stands today. So this is stop number 2. So I love to stop here because we just talked about Henry Flagler. And in talking about Henry Flagler, one of my favorite stories about Henry Flagler is where he lived and who he lived there with. So he has quite the story when it comes to his wives. So like I had said, he had moved down to this area to find a place for his wife to live out the last few years of her life. The house that we're standing right in front of, Sea Gull Cottage, is actually the house that he lived in with his first and second wife.
Beautiful.
Now, the house that he has right behind us is called Whitehall. He built that for his third wife, Mary Lily, and it's a 75-room estate. Absolutely gorgeous. It's actually still maintained the way that it was the day he died in 1913. It's gone through some courses of like turning into a hotel and then being reverted back, and now it's just a museum. You can go in and you can see exactly how Henry Flagler lived. Wow. Back in the Gilded Age.
Thank you for joining me today on The American Dream. Today was just such an amazing experience. We had so much fun. visiting the island of Palm Beach where luxury and lifestyle meet. The duo sisters have created such an amazing adventure here at Palm Beach e-bike rentals. Thank you so much, Scotti and Robin, for allowing us to be here and take this beautiful tour. I can't wait to see you again next time. Thank you.